Welcome to MT Wisdom, a place to share small habits that help you live longer, healthier, and more meaningfully. A 71-year-old man went to bed and never woke up. No warnings, no symptoms. Could something in his bedtime routine have played a role? After 70, even small nighttime habits can quietly raise your risk of stroke, heart failure, or sudden death in sleep. In this video, we reveal 5 bedtime mistakes you must avoid because one of them could save your life. Let's get started. Mistake 1. Eating a big meal before bed. Why it matters. After the age of 70, digestion slows down dramatically. Your stomach no longer empties as quickly, and the muscles that move food through your system begin to weaken. This means a heavy meal late at night doesn't just sit in your stomach, it disrupts your entire system during the hours your body should be healing and resting. Let's look at 2 different evening routines. Mrs. Ellen, 74, eats her dinner around 5:30 p.m. Afterward, she takes a slow evening walk, drinks some water, reads a little, and is usually asleep by 9:30. She sleeps through the night and wakes up refreshed. Mr. Don, 72, prefers to eat at 9 p.m. He often indulges in big portions, meat, potatoes, dessert. He skips any post-meal activity, heading straight to bed. By midnight, he's tossing and turning. Sometimes it's heartburn, other times it's a racing heart or bloating. In the mornings, he feels groggy, sometimes lightheaded, and has noticed his blood pressure creeping up. Coincidence? Not at all. According to the National Institute on Aging, eating large meals before bedtime can cause indigestion, acid reflux, and unstable blood sugar levels, 3 silent culprits linked to nighttime heart strain and stroke risk. A study from Harvard Medical School even found that people who consistently ate late at night had increased rates of hypertension and metabolic dysfunction. It's not just about discomfort, it's about survival. As you sleep, your body should be focusing on cellular repair and heart regulation. But when it's still busy digesting, it remains in a heightened state, often increasing your heart rate and blood pressure, 2 key risk factors for sudden cardiac events during sleep. What to do? Aim to finish your final full meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to digest properly. If you're truly hungry close to bedtime, choose something light and easy, a handful of almonds, a banana, or a slice of whole grain toast. Avoid spicy, fried, or sugary foods late at night. They're the worst offenders for acid reflux and glucose spikes. And most importantly, don't panic if you've been eating late for years. It's never too late to change. Tonight could be the first night you give your body the break it's been needing. Mistake 2. Drinking too much liquid at night. Why it matters. Staying hydrated is essential for health, especially for seniors. But when you drink too much fluid in the evening, it can cause more harm than good. The problem isn't the water itself, it's the timing. As we age, the bladder becomes less elastic and less efficient. The kidneys also filter fluids at a different pace, meaning you're more likely to feel the urge to urinate even with a smaller volume. Add to that a reduced ability to hold urine for long periods, and it's easy to see why seniors often wake up several times a night just to use the bathroom. But the real danger isn't just broken sleep. Imagine this, it's 2 a.m. You wake up with a full bladder. You try to get out of bed quickly. The room is dark. Your blood pressure drops as you stand. This is called postural hypotension, and suddenly, you're lightheaded, dizzy. You reach for something, but it's too late. A fall in the middle of the night is not just a scare, it can be life-altering. In fact, falls are one of the leading causes of injury-related deaths in adults over 70. Hip fractures, head trauma, even long hospitalizations, many of them start with one poorly timed trip to the bathroom. That's not all. Waking up repeatedly at night, also known as nocturia, interferes with your ability to enter deep, restorative stages of sleep. And poor sleep isn't just tiring, it weakens your immune system, increases inflammation in the body, and has been linked to memory problems and cognitive decline, According to WebMD, Dr. Sandra Horner, a geriatric sleep specialist, once said, "The number of times a senior wakes up during the night is more predictive of their overall cognitive function than how many hours they sleep." That's how powerful and dangerous this habit can be if left unaddressed. What to do? Front-load your hydration. Drink most of your fluids earlier in the day, from morning until mid-afternoon. Taper off by 6 p.m. This gives your body time to process fluids before bedtime. If you're thirsty in the evening, sip, not gulp. Avoid diuretics like caffeine found in tea, coffee, chocolate after 2 p.m. These increase urine production. And before bed, use the restroom, even if you don't feel the urge. Making it part of your routine can reduce late-night awakenings. Finally, consider adding a nightlight in the hallway or bathroom. If you do need to get up, visibility reduces your fall risk. Sleep safety isn't just about rest, it's about protection. If you found this helpful, copy the link and share it with a loved one who might need this too. Mistake 3. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Why it matters. A warm, cozy bedroom may seem inviting, but for older adults, it can be quietly dangerous. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at regulating temperature. This means even a slight increase in ambient temperature can lead to overheating, increased heart rate, and poor sleep quality. During sleep, your core body temperature naturally drops to help signal the brain it's time to rest. But when your room is too warm, your body struggles to cool down. This subtle disruption can cause your heart to work harder overnight, especially dangerous for people with pre-existing heart conditions or high blood pressure. Let me tell you about Frank, a retired teacher in his mid-70s. For years, he kept his bedroom thermostat at 75 degrees Fahrenheit, bundled in flannel pajamas and heavy blankets. Every morning, he'd wake up groggy, sweating, and unrested. His wife noticed he tossed and turned all night. Then one day, after reading a sleep article, they made a small change. They lowered the thermostat to 66 degrees Fahrenheit, switched to light cotton sheets, and replaced his thick pajamas with breathable sleepwear. Within a week, Frank was waking up refreshed, and he even noticed his blood pressure readings improving. Studies confirm this isn't just anecdotal. According to the Sleep Foundation, sleeping in a room above 75 degrees Fahrenheit has been associated with increased nighttime awakenings and a higher resting heart rate. Over time, this strain can affect cardiovascular health, immune function, and even mental clarity. Seniors are particularly vulnerable. Because their thermoregulation system weakens, they may not feel the effects of overheating as acutely, yet their heart is still working overtime. Night sweats, restlessness, and morning fatigue are often signs that your sleeping environment is working against you. What to do? Set your bedroom temperature between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. This range is ideal for deep, restorative sleep. Use breathable cotton or linen bedding instead of polyester or flannel. These fabrics trap less heat. Wear lightweight sleepwear. Moisture-wicking pajamas can also help regulate temperature. Try sleeping with a fan or cracking open a window for airflow. Even subtle circulation can help maintain a steady environment. Avoid space heaters or electric blankets. They can raise your temperature too high during the night without you realizing it. Think of your sleep space as a sanctuary, cool, quiet, and calming. These changes may seem small, but they could lower your heart rate, improve your breathing, and help you stay asleep longer. It's not just about comfort, it's about protecting your heart while you sleep. Mistake 4. Lying in bed when you can't sleep. Why it matters. 5. One of the most frustrating and harmful habits for older adults is lying in bed, awake, hoping that sleep will eventually arrive. It feels like the right thing to do, stay still, keep your eyes shut, and wait it out. But in reality, this can have the opposite effect. Over time, your brain begins to associate your bed not with rest and peace, but with frustration, anxiety, and even dread. This is called conditioned arousal, and it's a common trigger for chronic insomnia in seniors. Let's walk through what actually happens. You lie down ready for rest. But 20 minutes pass. Then 40. You glance at the clock, it's 1:47 a.m. You start thinking about how tired you'll be tomorrow, how you can't keep doing this, how your sleep used to be so much better. Your mind races, your heart beats faster, and without realizing it, your bed becomes a battleground. Sleep experts from the Sleep Foundation emphasize that staying in bed while wide awake is one of the fastest ways to train your brain to stay alert in bed. It creates a cycle: more sleepless nights, more anxiety, more exhaustion during the day. Even worse, these patterns often lead to fragmented sleep, daytime fatigue, and higher risk of memory issues and depression in older adults. And let's not forget the toll on your body. Poor sleep impairs immune function, increases inflammation, and has been linked to cardiovascular decline. Here's a real-world example. Mrs. Carter, 76, started having trouble falling asleep after her husband passed. She'd lie in bed for hours, night after night, tossing and turning. Eventually, she began dreading bedtime. A doctor suggested a new rule. If she couldn't fall asleep in 20 minutes, she should get up and do something quiet. At first, it felt strange, but she followed the advice, reading a few pages from her favorite book or listening to calming piano music in the next room. Within weeks, her brain began to relearn the bed-sleep association. Her nights became quieter, her mornings brighter. What to do? If you're still awake after 20 to 30 minutes, get up. Do something quiet and relaxing, read a physical book, stretch gently, or listen to soft music. Avoid screens, bright lights, or anything stimulating. Only return to bed when you feel sleepy again. This trains your brain to reconnect your bed with one thing: restful sleep. Remember, rest isn't just about staying still. It's about building the right environment for your mind to let go. Does this sound like your experience? Comment 4 if you've ever tossed and turned at night. And if you know someone who struggles to sleep, copy this link and send it their way. They might thank you in the morning. Mistake 5. Not having a consistent sleep schedule. Why it matters. Your body runs on rhythm, specifically something called the circadian rhythm. It's your internal clock, regulating sleep, hormones, energy, even digestion. But after 70, this internal clock becomes more sensitive and more easily disrupted. That's why irregular bedtimes or wake-up hours can wreak havoc. You might not feel it right away, but your body certainly does. Let's compare two different approaches. Grace, age 75, keeps a steady routine. She goes to bed around 9:30 p.m. and wakes at 6:30 a.m. 7 days a week. Over time, her body has learned exactly when to release melatonin and when to rise. She sleeps through the night and wakes up alert and calm. Howard, 77, is less structured. He stays up late watching TV, then sleeps in one day and wakes early the next. Some days he naps, others he doesn't. His sleep feels unpredictable. He often wakes up groggy, has trouble falling asleep the next night, and finds himself more irritable throughout the day. This isn't just a lifestyle difference, it's a health difference. According to Harvard Health, irregular sleep schedules in older adults are linked to poor hormone regulation, increased inflammation, memory problems, and even shorter lifespans. The body simply doesn't function well without routine. When your sleep schedule is erratic, your body doesn't know when to wind down or when to wake up. It starts producing melatonin too late or too early, disrupting deep sleep cycles. That leads to insomnia, fatigue, daytime drowsiness, and even heightened risk of high blood pressure and depression. Worse, this inconsistency can make other health issues harder to manage, from blood sugar control to cognitive sharpness. What to do? Pick a consistent bedtime and wake-up time and stick to it. Yes, even on weekends. Build a simple bedtime ritual. Dim the lights, read something calming, or listen to soft instrumental music. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Blue light from TVs, phones, and tablets interferes with melatonin production. Get morning sunlight. Stepping outside for even 10 minutes in the early hours helps anchor your circadian rhythm. Resetting your rhythm doesn't require perfection, just small, daily consistency. Even if you've had years of irregular sleep, your body can still learn. It just needs your help. Because good sleep isn't only about how long you sleep, but also when you sleep. Few people talk about the hidden risks of napping. Did you know that long or late naps, especially in seniors, can quietly increase your risk of cardiovascular death? It's true. Research shows that older adults who nap for more than 90 minutes per day, or who nap late in the afternoon, are significantly more likely to experience high blood pressure, irregular heart rhythms, and even stroke. Why? Because long naps can throw off your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that controls sleep, hormones, and energy. When this rhythm is disrupted, your body becomes confused about when to rest and when to stay alert. Over time, this leads to fragmented nighttime sleep, hormonal imbalances, and a weakened heart. Let's meet two people. Joan, 78, naps for 20 to 30 minutes after lunch. She wakes up refreshed and still sleeps well at night. Larry, 80, often naps for over 2 hours in the afternoon and sometimes doesn't wake until 5 p.m. As a result, he struggles to fall asleep before midnight, wakes frequently through the night, and often feels tired during the day. His doctor recently noted elevated blood pressure and signs of mild arrhythmia. Coincidence? Not quite. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, seniors who nap excessively during the day, especially without a consistent sleep schedule, may increase their risk of cardiovascular complications by over 30%. But here's the thing, naps aren't the enemy. In fact, short, well-timed naps can boost memory, improve mood, and lower stress. The key is duration and timing. What to do? Keep naps under 30 minutes. This is the sweet spot for energy without grogginess. Nap earlier in the day, ideally before 2 p.m. Napping later can delay melatonin production at night. If you're feeling unusually tired, evaluate your nighttime sleep instead of relying on long naps to make up for it. Expose yourself to morning sunlight. It helps set your body clock and reduces afternoon fatigue. And finally, if you don't feel the need to nap, that's perfectly fine too. But if you do, treat it like medicine, precise, measured, and always in moderation. Your goal isn't just more rest, it's better sleep at the right time. If you know someone who naps too long or too late, send them this video. It might be the gentle nudge they need to rethink their routine. Let's recap the 5 bedtime habits to avoid after 70. Number 1. Eating large meals too close to bedtime. Number 2. Drinking too many liquids in the evening. Number 3. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Number 4. Lying in bed when you can't sleep. Number 5. Not keeping a regular sleep schedule. And don't forget the bonus, long daytime naps, especially late ones, can silently raise your risk of heart complications. These habits may seem small or harmless, but research shows they have a powerful effect on your heart, brain, and lifespan. Each one, when left unchecked, adds unnecessary strain to your body during the hours it should be recovering and healing. So tonight, do something kind for your future self. Go to bed just 30 minutes earlier, keep a glass of water nearby, but not too full, turn down the thermostat a few degrees, or simply step outside tomorrow morning and enjoy the early sun. Because sleep isn't just about closing your eyes, it's when your body resets, your heart recovers, and your brain clears out the stress of the day. Don't wait for a health scare to make changes. Start tonight. One small shift could mean many more mornings to wake up to. If this video helped you, please click like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. It really supports the channel. And if you know someone over 70 who might benefit from this, copy this link and send it to them. You might just save a life. See you in the next video.